Hello everyone, I am the Wastelander, and in this video we'll be answering the timeless question of can you beat Fallout 3 as a vampire? Now, being a vampire isn't all fun and games. Sometimes you have to sparkle in the sun, and other times you need to flash your prosthetic piece to the entire movie theater. But in this circumstance, we'll need to follow these rules. We can only go outside at night. We're going to join the family. They're vampires, so I think that makes sense. And they also have a perk that we need for this run. Of course, we can only heal with blood packs. Additionally, we can only use bladed weapons, as that's pretty accurate for vampire lore. And lastly, let's just do vampire stuff. If a vampire would do it, then I will in this run. And with that, let's go ahead and create this character. Now, what's a good vampire name? Beautiful. And I'm thinking we need to be a little bit more pale. There we go, he looks pretty pale. Now for special stats, not worried about charisma, but intelligence we are. I feel like vampires are strong, which makes sense because this will be a melee build. Not as worried about perception, but our endurance can go up a little. Not worried about agility that much. You know what, let's go back into charisma. That should be good. Now for tag skills. Definitely want some in melee. I feel like sneak makes sense. And repair would be good because we're mainly going to be using swords and knives. Especially the vampire's edge, I would imagine. Alright, let's leave the vault. Alright, let's go ahead and turn right back around and go back inside because it's daytime. You can't wait in this location. Alright, let's just wait outside. I think the sun is down enough. Let's go ahead and head to Arafu. Go into melee and sneak. I feel like Little Leaguer could help. And we're just going to go ahead and ignore the main story and head a little ways north. And like with most playthroughs, I'm just going to play on normal. And vampires are usually rich, right? So we need some money. And there's 300 bottle caps. Are you using a spork? There's just something about walking around Fallout 3 at night. Gotta love it. The atmosphere of this game is unmatched, in my opinion. I think New Vegas gets close in some parts, but just wandering around this map is great. I gotta start thinking, what would a vampire wear? And find that outfit. I think any sort of trench coat would be good. And there it is. And we are here to help.
Hang on, you're not one of them. I nearly blasted you in two.
Now we just need to check in with these residents. And they're all good. Oh no, what could have happened here? That can't be good. And they're going to be right over here. So once we get done with this part, we'll be able to get a good weapon and a good way to heal. And maybe even an outfit. I feel like what I'm wearing is not accurate, so I'm going to take it off. There we go. Awesome. I'm nice and translucent. So as of now, we're wearing nothing, and we have no weapons to use, and no ways to heal. But that'll change soon, and then we can really get to it on this run. Honestly, man, I feel like there's been a bunch of good vampire movies within the last year or so. I really like Nosferatu. That was a pretty fun movie. I thought the first half was definitely like scarier than the second half, but still really enjoyable. I really like Sinners too. That was a pretty fun movie. I feel like every vampire movie does get to a point where it's just like, hey, this is a vampire movie now. It's like in that one, when they realized it was vampires, they were like, oh, we damaged it with garlic water or something like that. And I was like, yeah. I guess in that way it gets like a tiny bit goofy, but it was still cool. Please help. I'm going to use this stealth skill and steal a little bit of your stuff. My strategy right now is just to run past everything. It's working out well so far. Except I totally went the wrong way. This weighs 4 pounds. That doesn't make any sense. Hey, can I join? There we go. We finally got a weapon. Walk over here. Do the old Silver Rush strategy. That would be helpful as well. Let's see, what else should I take? You don't need that. And you don't need that. Or this. We really need to start finding blood packs. Because I have 0. And it's going to be pretty tough to beat the game without healing. Alright, let's go talk to our boy Vance. There he is. Alright, here we go. Oh my god, we did it. Yeah, vampires.
Very well.
Yeah, let's go. All we had to do was pass that speech check. Easy enough. Hey, Ian. Can we pass another one?
No.
Here we go. But before we go back, let's see if we can steal some stuff. The answer is no. I think this is the right way to go about getting the perk that we need for this run, which is definitely one of the most crucial parts about it. Because if we can't heal, of course we're just gonna die. We're back. He gave me 1 beer. Let's put some into melee, into repair, and the rest into lockpick. No, I changed my mind. Everything into lockpick. Gonna do Little Eager again, and go back to Vance. And there we go, that's the perk we've been after. And now that we have it, we regain 20 HP from each blood pack we consume, which actually gives us a way to heal. And now we need some blood packs and a weapon. And he's selling 5 of them. Let's see, do you have any more laying around here anywhere? The answer is no, but that's okay because we have 5 blood packs now. So we can actually heal just a little bit. Now I'm thinking we go back to Megaton and sell some stuff, because we really don't need anything that we have right now except for the blood packs and the knife. Anyways, like I said earlier, vampires are usually rich, so I think it makes sense for us to have a bunch of money. If only you could invest in Fallout 3. One day I'd like to do a Fallout 3 millionaire run, and I was trying to look up ways to like passively make money, and I think the only real way to do that is through the Broken Steel DLC. Once the actual Aqua Pura starts going out, there's that little side quest where that guy is selling Aqua Cura, and you can bargain a deal with him, so you get a cut of his profits as he's scamming people. And I think that's the only real way to make money while you're not doing anything. Of course, there's other little collectibles you can sell, like scrap metal, and then making that Ultra Jet. But other than that, you have to be pretty active when trying to make money. Here we go. Let's see this guy about selling some scrap metal. You're not him. There he is. Oh, but anyways, let me know if you'd be interested in seeing a Fallout 3 millionaire run. I know it would take a while, but I think it would be pretty fun. I know it's already been done, but I have some ideas to go about it a little bit more efficiently. And of course, I'd use any excuse to play Fallout 3 again. Oh man, no blood packs. Well, at least we can sell this scrap metal. Oh wait, I need to do something real quick. Oh, I didn't realize that gives you XP too. I guess I probably haven't done that in a few years. I guess we can do the first part of the Wasteland Survival Guide since we're here. All we have to do is go stand in this water. That would be a good vampire outfit, except for that sheriff's badge. Just gonna drink some of this, and eventually I'm gonna start the main quest. But getting set up is gonna take a minute here. But once we start it, it won't take too long. Whoa, how did that cup get up there? Thinking I'm gonna walk over here to Super Duper Mart and try to sneak through and grab everything and do this part of the quest, and hopefully not die in the process. You know what? This might actually be a bad idea. I'm thinking maybe we should go to Rivet City instead. We can get some easy XP and also go to the merchants there and get some blood packs and maybe find a better weapon. I think that is the move for right now. We definitely need to get set up more before we do much of anything, especially the main story. The setup is just going to take a bit, but that's okay because we already have that perk, and that's a big part of this run. Oh, I just leveled up. Those guys don't look friendly. Let's go lockpick again, and then educated. We made it without dying, so that's pretty cool. No blood packs here, unfortunately, or here, which makes more sense. He has a combat knife. That's definitely an improvement over what we have. So I think I'll go for it. Honestly, man, I really want to get rid of Vance because he has a good weapon and some armor that would make sense for this run. I just don't think we could take him out with a combat knife. I think we get close, but we can't heal. And I'm not sure who would have blood packs around here. I guess I can go back and try Megaton. Or we could go up to Canterbury Commons and invest in some vendors, and then maybe they'll have something we can buy. I'm not sure if that expands just their inventory or the cap on the money they have, but I guess we can go and try to find out. I think it could be worth a shot. I didn't think it'd be so hard to find blood packs. Oh my god, we found one. We are so back. Alright, let's go ahead and keep heading north. What's going on over there? Some type of raider initiation? We're gonna just go around. Man, he dropped that grenade right in. That's not good. This may not have been worth it. Probably should have just avoided the Bethesda ruins, but I'm not going to give you the satisfaction, so I guess we'll just go ahead and try it again. So instead, this time I'm going to go straight north and then cut directly east. And we should avoid all that. How's he doing that? We finally made it, and only died once. Now we have to sit through this. I always thought it was funny how you couldn't search these ants. There he goes. Let's invest into food and chems first. And then maybe I could invest in the trader that sells miscellaneous goods. I'm not sure if that would do anything though. But it doesn't hurt to try. Now we need to just wait around for one of them to come by. Alright, there's the doctor. Still no blood packs. But we can sell him some of our stuff at least. Guess we really don't need any ammo. Or the stem packs. Well, that might have been a waste of time. There is that doctor in Rivet City. I could go try there. He doesn't have any either. We found two. Maybe that's the move. Just search around and don't rely on any merchants. Because truthfully, I've checked so many merchants already and they just haven't had any. Or the ones that do only have a couple. As of now, we have 6. So that's something. Yeah, it just seems like there's going to be a gamble if there's any in any first aid box that we open, but at least it'll give us a shot to get some. Everything's a gamble anymore. We finally waited long enough for Vance to be alone. No, stay here. Stay here. Alright, here we go. Wait, I actually did it. Stop shooting me. We gotta get out of here. We look so good. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. This was so much work. No.
You're going to pay for that.
Alright, we just gotta make our way out of here. That's it. We have to somehow survive. So we are out of blood packs. And they're all standing right there. Can we sneak out of here?
What's the matter, huh? Can't stand the sight of your own blood?
Guys, we officially made it. I ran in there, got rid of Vance, got out, and we have 16 HP. We have the Vampire's Edge, we have Vance's long coat. We finally have an outfit. Now, there's still a lot to be done, but I think that was a good step. We just barely made it. And now, let's keep going. I think I'm going to do some blood pack finding off camera. This part would be boring anyways. Might listen to a Bob Gimlin video or two. Ladies and gentlemen, after many hours of searching around the wasteland, I have 9 blood packs. I searched Megaton, Rivet City, Tenpenny Tower, everywhere, and I just couldn't find a good way of finding a lot of them. I tried going to locations and getting them to respawn, tried finding a vendor that had them, that would sell them again after a set amount of time, and nothing really worked. Like I said before, I didn't think it would be so hard to find many of them. But at least we have 9. But in better news, I did find 3 Chinese officer swords, so at least we can repair the Vampire's Edge for a while. I also picked up 3 stealth boys, so hopefully that can get us through a couple of these missions. But ultimately, I want to push this run forward, so I'm just going to get to the main story and see how long we make it. If we get to a part where we just don't have enough blood packs to heal, then we'll go out and try to find some more. So let's go save our dad. In the meantime, I did level up my melee skill quite a bit, so at least we're looking good on damage output. It's just more about running out of health by the end of this run. But I feel like using a stealth boy would be pretty accurate to vampire lore. is I think they turn invisible. Is that right? Am I thinking of something else? I don't know. Anyways, we're going to have those on hand just in case we really can't get by an area without taking a ton of damage. And hopefully we'll find a couple blood packs in the meantime. I spent like 3 days working on this. I mean, not full days, but, you know, afternoons. I tried Google, ChatGPT, nothing was really working and pointing me in the right direction. But if you happen to know a way of getting blood packs consistently in Fallout 3, please feel free to let me know. I'd be really interested to hear. I feel like we can get through most of the story without losing too much health. The whole Tranquility Lane sequence should be pretty easy. Honestly, just wandering the wasteland is kind of dangerous. There's just random enemies everywhere, all the time. And there's always the option of just running by enemies and hoping they don't shoot us too much, but we'll see what happens. I was going to try to level up and get the cannibal perk and then try to heal that way, but I feel like that wouldn't be super accurate to like vampire lore, you know? They're just drinking blood, they're not really eating people. Plus I would have had to get to level 12, which is like 5 levels away, and it takes a long time to level up on this run. Since we can't go and fight too much, we can't really do a lot of the missions, and if you can't do missions, you can't really level up very quickly. Cool. Hey Dad, goodbye loser. Let's get out of here, Liam Neeson. I'm going to level up my sneak. I feel like that might be more beneficial for right now. And maybe intense training as well. And another one in endurance. Might as well go to Rockopolis since we're here. Yeah, never mind. I'm just going to reload a save. It's pretty much over for me. Yep, go for it, guys. Get rid of me. Can you use that thing? Alright. Yeah, we're just going to go to Rivet City. Play it safe. Oh, I haven't been in this room since I completed the quest with Harkness. He's a magician. Free stuff. And in the meantime, this was going on. Let's head to the Jefferson Memorial. We're not high enough level for these guys to be too tanky, so hopefully this isn't that bad. It's actually pretty easy to knock the weapon out their hand, so that should help. I think if we can get the jump on each one of these guys kind of individually, it won't be too bad. Oh, it can't hit me right here. Bad design. And that's what we love to see. This playthrough has really made me kind of slow down how I play. Kind of like a stealth archer in Skyrim, except I just use a sword. The sneak attacks are kind of brutal. I don't know if I've actually ever played Fallout 3 like this. I've definitely done melee builds, but never a stealth melee build, so it's kind of different. Clean. That sign is crazy. Never noticed that one before. Alright, we got all the super mutants. Didn't even lose that much health. Come on guys, let's get to work. Now we can get to one of the boringest parts of the main story. Actually getting Project Purity going again. At least there's no combat in this section. You know what I was just thinking about? Rivet City has like 20-something guards. They definitely could have sent a couple over here with us. But it's okay. It's not like the Enclave is going to attack or anything. Oh no. I'm sure they're friendly. Hopefully we can just sneak past these couple of guys. That's the best weapon you could grab? Should have brought some Rivet City guards. I don't think I've ever looked up in this room. Man, this guy loves to talk. Took me forever to realize he injects himself with something right here. Let's watch. See? Alright, let's get out of here. This is the part of the run I was kind of worried about. All the Enclave soldiers in a tiny area. But that's why we have the stealth boys. Oh no, we messed up. I think Dr. Lee's the only one that really matters. And I don't think she can die. The ghouls actually did way more damage to me than the Enclave soldiers. But we just found 2 blood packs, so we'll be alright. Well, we made it to the Citadel, and still have a good amount of health. Now we can head up to Vault 76, and get the Gek. We actually fared pretty decently in the Taft tunnels, leaving the Jefferson Memorial. But Vault 76 has a ton of super mutants. So those stealth boys should come in handy. I mean, vampires are pretty sneaky, right? So it makes sense for this to be kind of a stealth playthrough. And there it is. I took the Child at Heart perk earlier, so we could get past this easier. About to use the back way in. And we'll just sneak on by. Bro doesn't even know I'm behind him. It's beautiful. That wasn't too bad. Let's just go all in on sneak. And we'll do intense training again into endurance. We need to sneak our way through and find Fox. And I only have one more stealth boy. So we gotta be quick. I forgot how many super mutants were in this vault. If one of them finds us, then I guess they all do. Alright, we got Fox out. So we can just kinda hang back. Like I said before, Fox is definitely the best companion in this game. No questions asked. Alright Fox, we'll see you in a few. Loser alert. Here we go. Of course we gotta take the perk Night Person as well. It's only fitting. Alright, now, let's just sprint on out of here before they turn on us. Guys, open the door. I don't want to die. Getting out of here is actually easier than I thought it would be. Remember when I said it was easy to get out of there? I literally got out of there with 11 HP. So that was close. But we made it, and that's all that matters. And we have Fox. God, look how white I am. This is like some type of dance move, huh? The Brotherhood of Steel in Fallout 3, definitely the best version. Even though they're not accurate to the original cause. Still definitely the nicest ones, I'd say. Fox is such a gentleman. I think the strategy here is just to hang back a little bit, but we've almost made it. Don't step on me. This is it right here. I'm going to go ahead and use all the blood packs that I have, and hopefully it's enough. Almost gets us to full health. It really wasn't much of a fight. Good job, team. Guys, don't even worry about it. Nice knowing you guys. And ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. We have beaten Fallout 3 as a vampire. Only healing with blood packs, only going outside at night, only using bladed weapons, dressing up like a vampire, and doing vampire stuff. Well, that's pretty much everything for me. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to let me know, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye now.